What happens when a repeat offender ignores the court's warnings? Watch as Judge Fleischer lays down the law. This isn't just about fines or probation. It's about life or death on the road.
You are Samuel Escobedo. Sir, you are charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. Okay. On January 26, 2025, at approximately 12:31 a.m., the officer observed a vehicle on East Sam Houston Parkway turn southbound in front of the officer, making a wide right turn and entering his lane of travel, forcing him to slow to avoid a potential collision. The officer observed the vehicle swaying within its lane and within the vicinity of another motorist. The vehicle accelerated to a high rate of speed of 61 miles per hour in a 45-mile-per-hour zone, and a traffic stop was then initiated. The officer made contact with the defendant and observed glossy eyes, slurred speech, and odor of an alcoholic beverage. The defendant stated he was coming from a party where he had 2 shots and Stanford sobriety tests were conducted. HGN 6 out of 6, walk and turn 3 out of 8, one leg stand 2 out of 4. The DIC was read and the defendant refused to provide a breath specimen, and an inventory search was conducted and the officer found 2 Modelo's cold to the touch and mostly empty and 1 pint of vodka. The passenger advised the vodka was hers and the beers were the defendant's. Blood search warrant was signed and executed.
Drinking while driving?
Yes, Judge, cold to the touch.
Mr. Escobedo, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm now also ordering you not to drive at all. Do you understand? You will be signing an affidavit with me today promising you're not going to drive. If I find that you do, I can have a contempt hearing. You can be facing an additional 6 months in jail and a $500 fine every time you get into a car and drive. I don't care what your excuse is. Do you understand? I would think that it's elementary that you're not to have alcohol in the car while you are driving. If I find that you pick up a new case, you become a danger to my city, you consume alcohol or you drive, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail, no more PR bonds for you. Do you understand?
Your Honor, and for my client. My client is 19 years old, Your Honor. I've known him for a long time. I know his family, and he works at the refineries right now. It would be onerous on him to not be able to drive, and Your Honor, my client would be requesting if maybe there was some alternative, potentially a machine in the car to make sure that he's...
You know, I mean, he's 19. There's alleged 2 cold beers he's drinking while he's driving. No. I want you to appreciate the absolute privilege it is to drive. It's not a right. You want a right, take your Dutch patas and you can do that. No. If after a while you can show me that he appreciates it proactively, right, and I get it, then we can talk. But until that point, I don't care what you're doing. I don't care if there's a burning building, you have to save 50 children. You drive. It's really not going to go well for you. Do you understand? Mr. Ellis, let me read something to you. This is why the magistrate did not give you a PR bond in this case. Defendant on a 3-year deferred for a state jail felony since 3/21/24 allegedly stole CBD disposables. In this case, the witness called to report a man dancing around and waving a firearm in the air at the 5900 Long Drive in Houston, Texas. Law enforcement officers arrived, saw defendant matching the description as sitting at a bus stop, saw butt of gun sticking out of his pocket. Law enforcement officers told defendant to put his hands up. Defendant instead reached for his gun. Do you know how many people die from that very thing right there? Watch the news every single day in America. A young person dies just because of that very thing right there. Law enforcement officers struggled with the defendant as he continued to reach for the firearm, finally got him cuffed after approximately 6 minutes, then recovered a loaded .45 pistol from his pocket. One law enforcement officer injured during the struggle, pushed against the wall of the bus stop, sustained minor abrasions. Could have been another assault of a peace officer, which is a 3rd-degree felony, 2 to 10 in the penitentiary right there.
Should I anticipate the TRO is recommending serve report?
Oh. This is a second bond violation report.
And that's why it's
It's a
a
second
2-year.
violation. He has an open DWI in another county, and now he's consuming alcohol.
The first one was from 2019, and he didn't have court until they didn't realize or didn't come in with attention until he got this one. And the officer told him, "You have something open in Tarrant County. You may want to contact them." That's when he contacted them, and then he told them, "Yeah, come to court for that." So it kind of fell by the wayside. I don't know what happened.
Sit for something. You get about a list of documents this high from lawyers advertising to you that you have an open case. I have to imagine that he knew about the open DWI in Tarrant County. Now he picks up another DWI. Now we're on a second bond violation report.
He's on probation over there now, Judge, and he'd be on a 2-year probation here.
No, this is not a good deal, man. I think that we're setting him up.
I think once he does the TRAS, and if they recommend several court, which they most likely will, I think he'll be getting the help that he needs. I mean, he's 25 years old. So he understands that he'll have to.
I think that I would prefer to do it first. You know,
What do you mean?
do the TRAS first so we know exactly what, because I mean, I would require, because of the nature, I'm going to do a repeat offender DWI education class number 1. I had no idea that he has an open one. Now he's got 2 BVRs. I don't think I'm ready to do this today.
Okay.
Not only that, you're on your second bond violation. You're continuing to consume alcohol, and you have an open DWI in another county. It's unacceptable.
Well, that one's closed now, Judge. He's on probation.
I understand.
He's on probation.
He's on probation. I mean, he's had it open. He's now on probation, and he's a week ago he's consuming alcohol still.
Right.
I let him go once. I can't do it again, man.
Judge,
I understand that you have to zealously advocate for your client, but it's time. No.
what he was telling me was, and he showed me the paperwork, that the day after the alleged violations, when he was reporting to his probation officer, he doesn't understand how he would have tested positive when they would have tested him the next day. In fact, he actually got tested recently for drug testing. So they're drug testing him there and for alcohol. So I'm just letting you know what.
He's still, I have a scram. He's still testing positive for alcohol. It's unacceptable what's going on with you, Mr. Martinez. No, you know, I'm not ready to take this deal now. And I think that it's.
Judge, my only concern is if he goes in, as you know, with this administration, he's not coming out.
Consequences, man. Actions have consequences, Mr. Martinez. You know that. You continue to do whatever you want to do. You continue to consume alcohol. You know, you continue to put other lives in danger. It's unacceptable. Sorry, Marcos.
I'm trying to.
I know you are, but there's 2 open DWIs. He's on a second bond violation. It's not fair that I don't hold him accountable like I do every single other person here. I can't curry favor just because he may be undocumented. It's not fair. You know.
I understand.
Yeah. I'm revoking your bond, dude. You're going to jail.
But if he's gonna be evaluated, and most likely he'll get treatment, which is what he needs. Putting him in custody, he's not going to get the treatment.
No matter what we're doing, no matter what conditions I have bent over backwards not to put you in jail. You literally had another DWI open, did not put you in jail. You have 1 bond violation report. I did not put you in custody. Now you have a second. It's now time to pay. I can't let you go again because I need you to understand that we mean business and you're not getting it. Even that you're on probation, you have an open DWI here. You still consuming alcohol. I'm sorry, Marcos. You're going to jail. It goes with you.
If you thought that was intense, you haven't seen anything yet. Hit that subscribe button for more jaw-dropping courtroom moments and witness justice in action like never before.